Watching kids scramble for candy at parades, but the very popular Anoka Halloween Parade says it's gotten out of hand. Parade organizers say they're concerned about the safety of the kids due to the larger crowds and fewer volunteers. They're looking for suggestions on how to give out candy and how to keep kids safe. And they specifically referred to, they put this on a Facebook post, and they said last year in particular, they had several kids end up under cars.
Sure.
And granted,
Very
they're going
scary.
slowly in a parade, but still, if you got a little kid under
Dangerous.
there, and there's so much happening at a parade, it could be a lot worse than that. And Kim, they're saying, they're a nonprofit. They don't really have the tools to fight this in that way.
Oh, absolutely. And if you have one person get seriously hurt, that is the end of this parade. They don't have the liability to go forward with this parade. I've been to this parade. It's a lot of people. Huge, huge crowds, 6, 7, 8 people deep. And what happens is everyone is so excited that they kind of rush towards where the action is, and there's little crowd control going on. And you got candy being thrown everywhere.
It's hard. They have police officers who walk up and down the route and things like that, and you kind of have, there's like a line on the road like where the people are supposed to stay behind, but kids get excited and they come up. It seems to me that there are other options. I mean, so many parades have a rule where you can't throw from the car. You have to have people walk with your
I'm surprised that this parade doesn't have that.
Yeah, and it seems like that would be an option to maybe still allow,
and have that still
have the candy. Now, it still gets crazy. I'm not saying that, I mean...
You get mobbed if you're the one handing out that candy. You still get mobbed,
and you still are tossing to a certain degree, but you keep it out of the way of the traffic.
Yeah.
And that seems a little safer. It seems like just getting rid of the candy entirely, it does take some of the fun out of the parade.
I hope that they find a solution, because everybody loves candy at a parade, and parades are judged by the amount of candy that you have, too.
Very true. Especially, I mean, you think about a Halloween parade, there's a worry if you have fewer volunteers, though. I guess you'd have to have people specifically in each float that would be responsible.
Yeah, you need those volunteers. Maybe that's the solution.
I mean, you have to do it yourself. If you're going to bring candy to pass out as part of your float, like if CCO had a float, if we were bringing candy, we would have to bring people to walk along. And that's like on the St. Patrick's Day parade, that's what we do down here.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like you could work that out. That said, I mean, ultimately, if you have to make a choice between like the risk of kids getting hurt or getting rid of candy, I guess the choice is pretty clear. You have to get rid of candy.
You can't let the kids get hurt. I was surprised.
Well, what kids are going to come? Imagine how mad the kids are.
I don't know.
They're going to be mad. I'm just saying.
Halloween in Anoka is the biggest part of the year.
Yeah, but you give those kids a pencil. My kids were talking about this the other day, like when they were kids.
Don't throw pencils. That's even worse than throwing candy.
What are you going to give them that they're going to be excited about?
I'm just saying, the eye's going to get poked out if you're throwing pencils. It's not going to end well.
Just saying. The candy substitute options are not ideal.
No, they're not. Well, hopefully they can get someone to pass it out along the side.
Yeah,
I can't believe that we're talking about Halloween, though.
I know.
Right now.
I've had a lot of people bringing up fall to me, talking about fall recipes, fall weather.
It feels too early.
Let's calm down.
We're in too much